off here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped
out behind the ball, scrimmage. This shouldn't let him hack the ball. You said what now?
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That's crazy. This shit won't let me hack the fucking ball, man.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Bortles. Hard throw, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Lambo, he missed it. He missed it left. No good.
Nope, don't stay. I missed that.
Game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong?
I missed it on purpose.
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They start the drive with Anderson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's it. Black 80. Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now out come the Jags. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. To throw is Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Carolina's offense, they worked their way back out there. And I wanted to discuss Christian McCaffrey with you. One thing that kind of went under the radar in their Week 2 loss, he had 14 receptions. They mentioned they want to use him in a variety of ways. Are they using him effectively?
They are in the passing game. You noted it, 14 catches for him, but 102 yards. So in space, absolutely dynamite. I think they need more from him in the running game, though. Only 37 yards on the ground. Cam Newton was still their leading rusher with 42. They need McCaffrey to be that lead guy and Cam to be more of an accessory in the running game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Fournette, a first down carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Bortles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bortles going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Shaq Thompson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for it.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They will go for it. Now Newton. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 53 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gano out to kick this one away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
372. Check. 380. Lucy. Pull that. 11. X39, Lucy. Move.
A handoff to Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Fournette, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee up.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Panthers have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Newton now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Newton trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Fournette. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Sunday.
On the run, it's Fournette. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. The handoff, Fournette running left. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll try the ground game here.
What the fuck you going right that far?
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This is Fournette. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the 8.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Airing it out deep for Smith. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Lucy.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Hey, working, baby. Hot.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Some type of attitude. Alright, I'll take the gotcha.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Kicking on Louisiana ass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Bortles to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker,
but you know what, though?
Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
It was no accuracy what they did, though. They just right when just missed it. That's all it was.
Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I'll take it out.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Newton now to throw. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful.
Idiot.
Fourth down now.
Idiot.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
You tight up this bullshit he's doing. This shit is not calm. This shit is not right. This shit is not right, Louise.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
You got 8?
No.
Huh?
8 because I got home.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Newton to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Oh, goodness.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go do the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
It's the bottom,
I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Fournette. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Destroy.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
Banana.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
You got tired of losing, huh? Nah, you scored. Nah, man, that was all you right there, dude. So what you about to do? Finna chill for a minute.